Hey, let's go ahead and get started with a reading message from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Ooh, that one wanted to come out. I'm going to take it. It says, Dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside of you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it is exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and push back when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. We are so proud of you. You know what? That's really funny because I feel like this card is confirmation of a conversation that I had with someone this morning. And her life is changing in such drastic ways right now. She's had to let a lot of things go. Unfortunately, that meant people too. But she is getting ready to birth in this new platform, this new beginning, this new business for herself. And unfortunately, it cost her a lot, in general, personally. And so this is basically confirmation of what I was telling her is you got to let something go in order for something new to come in. And so like the birth of a new business, this is a new opportunity to, do life differently. And maybe that is, birthing in new relationships and whatnot. What do we have from the wisdom of the Oracle, Spirit? What else do we have? Okay. So yeah, we got chaos and conflict. So yes, change does come through sometimes unnecessary chaos and conflict, but other times it's always necessary. Sometimes it's like they have to light a fire under your ass to get you to move, right? And unfortunately, it can cost a lot. It's like, don't let the universe make the decisions for you, because when they do, it's not very nice. We've got loyal hearts here. So yes, we talked about, relationships and things like that. And, there could have been some type of chaos and conflict with people in your life that you start to realize that not everybody is as loyal as you are. Okay. Your heart's not like everyone else's. And then we've got the here and now, the past and the future. So again, you kind of have to, it's like you're sitting on the precipice of something so brand new. And, it's like it's time for you to really be honest with yourself. I feel like the masks of certain people have come off at this time. It's almost like when you're going through one of the hardest times of your life, you always know who's there for you and who's not. Like, I've been through so much in the last few, couple of years and stuff. And it's like, when other people do help you, you can tell that some of them have an ulterior motive. And others of them are just helping for the sake of helping because they actually care for you. And I've seen that, throughout my experiences. The shoe is on the other foot. Maybe you're the person that's so used to helping other people. And that's how it's always been for me. I was always so used to helping other people. And then the universe puts me in a situation to where now I need help. And so you're going to see who steps up and who steps back, or, who gives you more shit while you're already in the process of already going through some shit, And so it's like, I feel like the mask is off now. And I feel like, friendships, family, like even my own family turned their back on me. And it's like, and judged me for my lifestyle and whatnot. And, listen, if I didn't feel called to do something, I wouldn't do it. But I believe in what I'm doing so much, and other people believe in me as well. Not everybody is going to believe in you, even if you feel like they're family. They're supposed to believe in me. They're supposed to be the ones who lift me up. That's not always necessarily the case. Look around. Strangers are who's lifting you up more than the people who have known you for lifetimes or decades. You know what I mean? or family that you grew up with or whatever, So again, I feel like new partnerships are formulating while old ones are falling away. So I feel like with that full moon eclipse that we had in Pisces, this is about letting go because it did sit between Saturn and Neptune as it eclipsed. And so, listen, it's out with the old, in with the new, with this new moon eclipse that we have coming up on October 2nd. So now we're in between eclipses. And so I feel like, again, Libra ruling partnerships, it's going to eclipse out certain people in your life. And sometimes it's just them up and leaving. Other times it's created through chaos. It's like some people just have to get mad at you and find reasons to get mad at you to let you go, right? To validate why they're doing what they're doing. When really, in all actuality, if they just said, hey, listen, I'm moving on with my life. This is what's going on. And, I'll talk to you on the flip side, without having to turn into a complete and total asshole to do what they're doing. But if that's how they choose to live their lives, you cannot, then you know the truth of the situation and they're not as good of friends as you thought they were, It's really funny because I've been watching this, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. It's called Emily in Paris. And I've been binge watching the shit out of that lately. It's not something I would normally watch, but it kind of has put a lot of things into perspective when it comes to friendships. Like I've watched her and spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear this part, go ahead and fast forward. But like in there, like a lot of people treat her like shit. They're mean to her, but she's always finding herself apologizing. She takes responsibility for her actions. And, in one aspect, she's a little passive aggressive, but it's almost like she knows their personality and she knows that everybody has a different type of a personality. So she doesn't take it to heart. I've had to learn how to do that in my own way. It's like, I don't take it to heart. I don't hate people when I walk away from them. I just, I love you, but I can love you from afar. And I feel like, I kind of pulled a lot from that Emily in Paris. Like, no matter what, like, in one aspect, there was a cheating incident, and instead of them blaming each other, like they realized, well, we were broke up at the time and whatnot. So, and they were still able to maintain a friendship, regardless of, the water under the bridge, and they were never toxic and they weren't talking shit behind each other's backs. And yes, in some aspects that is kind of like a fantasy world, but really, no, it's not. Not that, you want people sleeping with your partner and whatnot. That's not what I'm getting at. But it's all in how you handle situations and handle certain people in the way that they handle you. And instead of getting mad, like I've learned when people wrong me, I don't have to react, right? What's the point in reacting? Because then all you're doing is playing into their hands. I just look at it and go, okay, well, that's how you are, and that actually doesn't work in my life, and I'm okay with that. I just would rather not be in your immediate sphere. And no hard feelings. I'm not going to talk bad about you. I'm not going to, beat you down. It's just it doesn't work for me. So have a good one, and I'll see you on the flip side, or I won't. And I feel like that's kind of where we're at now because it's the mature thing to do. Saturn's all about maturity, right? And, listen, everybody, I feel like there has been red flags when it comes to, certain people that maybe you thought were loyal in your life, but that you've realized that all they do is bring a lot of chaos and conflict. Okay? And, maybe you've been at this fork in the road and it's like, okay, it's time to get honest about who you need to let go of. Maybe for some of you, it's a divorce, for others of you, it's like you kind of have to, sitting here at this precipice, right? She's sitting here and she's looking at her past and she's looking at her future and she's realizing like where she went wrong. Where she went wrong and it's not that she did anything wrong. It was, okay, well, maybe I was too lax on this situation. And it's not necessarily a she, it could be a he. We do have a king and a queen here. So this could be a marriage situation. This could be a friendship situation. This could be, you know, whatever. Everybody's got their story, right? And listen, if it's not working out and you can see the red flags, you know, red flags are not just shiny little things put there for you to look at and enjoy. They're put there for a reason. And it's so that you're not dancing around with them. Listen, there's a such thing as green flags too. But it's like people don't necessarily, you know, go towards the green flags. They go towards the red flags. It's like, you know, let's get honest. There could also be something legal that is involved in some of this stuff. Like I said, you could be going through court, you know, getting a divorce. You could be, you know, or it's just, you know, the cause or law of cause and effect, you know. But I am definitely getting some type of karmic review. Somebody here reviewing their karma when it comes to their past mistakes. And honestly, I don't feel like we make any mistakes. I feel like they are all lessons. And you'll always hear me say that. So I do feel new people being brought in, old people falling away by the wayside, you finally recognizing where you went wrong, and then maybe it's time for you to close the window or close the door on certain aspects so that new doors can open for you. I feel like for some of you, this is being created by some type of conflict in your life, but it needed to be so that you could see that you can actually have something better. Like, you know, sometimes, you know, we just keep trucking along and maybe, you know, the universe slams us, and then it's time for us to look at things and go, oh man, you know, if I wasn't doing this, this, and this, I wouldn't be in this situation, or, you know, whatever. Everybody's got their thing. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that here, you guys, subject to interpretation. If this reading resonates, give it a thumbs up, send me a heart in the comments. Let us know how this resonates with you. Share your story. But this isn't really about getting honest with yourself, and it's about making new decisions for a new life. Spirit is there to help you all along the way. Anyway, guys, love you all so much. Take care.